Back to my channel. This is Evolution Pixel here, and what we're going to do is try and find a suitable area in Ghost of Tsushima to get a detailed picture in regards to his attire that he's wearing today. I think I can hear a bear. Okay, not got time for bear, we're taking photos today. So with this, I'm trying to get into a clear area where there's no trees around, because obviously as you control the light of day, it can sometimes make shadows in places where you don't really want shadows. So we're just going to test out now when we jump into the photo mode in regards to where the sun will rise and where the sun will set. So go to the time of day, reduce it until, obviously you can see the time on the bottom left, it's currently 6 o'clock. So the sun is coming up from that side and it's coming down from over there. So where are we? We're over here. So ideally we need to be behind these trees over there and in front of these trees. Hello. Just so they don't provide any type of shadow. So we'll jump on top of these rocks here while we're following this little bird. I know there is a mission that I need to do by following this bird, but man's got to take some pictures. Come on, there we go. So we'll go from up here, jump into the photo mode, and we'll reduce the time of day now and see. Let's increase it actually so we don't have to go all the way around the world. Okay. So I just want to make sure there's enough shadows in the areas that we need shadows, which is going to be through the little holes inside of the mask. Which I'm hoping that should be it. So let's change the weather just so we can get more of a detail on the mask. Should I think clear will do. So what we're going to do is just zoom right into his face and get as close as possible, because what we are effectively going to do in the end is blur the front of the bamboo on the hat and just focus on Jin's face itself. So depth of field all the way down, and we'll slowly just bring the focus distance in towards Jin. It's gonna be difficult. A lot of playing around, and then reduce the focal distance like that, just so you are getting some type of photo that looks like this. But we're not done. Let's see what type of color grading we can do. Yeah, quite like maple to be honest, because it's going to bring out the red on the mask. And I don't want it to be dark, but I want to be able to emphasize the features. It will change the way Jin's currently looking, but we'll do blood. Nah, keep him clean. Just so his eyes are a little bit more open. So I'm just going to see which one makes his eyes wider and less covered by his eyelashes. So I think confused is the one that makes it wider. It's quite like that. Yeah, he's definitely confused. So this photo mode is quite interesting when it comes to using, actually overcast is quite good because it brings out a good shadow into the mask. Sticking with overcast, but we'll reduce the exposure just a tad. So we want to mess around with the particles so we can get certain leaves and stuff falling down. I think red leaves might work well if they're not covering the whole area. So we just have to make sure that we find a place to turn the environment off at a certain location where it's not covering the mask and the shadows aren't covering the front. So I just want them kind of around the edges, not in the center. Obviously with this you don't get to choose where the leaves fall. It's just more luck of the draw. So I quite like it. So it's kind of on the mask with the shadows. But now I've paused the time of day, I can change the direction. So if I go for the wind speed, I can change the direction of stuff. So you can kind of hear the wind moving now. But normally if you have trees behind you, it'll change the direction of the trees. And you never really know when you've got the right shot that you want. I think we will just leave it at that though, because I think that's pretty decent where it's landed. Let's just double check all the time of days. Stick with overcast. And that will be the finished product for a close-up shot of a mask, going using the focal distance to try and blur your front objects and try and get more detail behind an object. It's interesting to use, it's a good feature to use, and it brings out a lot of detail in the character, I think. But yeah, if you did like these type of videos, please do let me know in the comments. I like to do a lot more in a more variety of games that are PlayStation owned, because I want to make sure that we can capture as much detail within the games and show what the developers are basically made for us. So yeah, if you do like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.